Hey, Thabreakmasta here. This is going to be my Naruto SD Rock Lee Springtime of Youth, episode 14 review. Good episode here, or, first part of the episode anyways, because it's pretty funny. Some stupid stuff just happened. Yeah, you know how I do my reviews for Rock Lee Springtime of Youth, part 1 and part 2. This is part 1, and so this part right here is, like I said, it's really funny, and basically there's been a decline in ninjas, or, kids wanting to become ninjas because it's not a sustainable job as opposed to being like a salaryman or something else, So they're trying to show that, trying to bring back the popularity of ninjas and stuff like that, to be a ninja. And so, Rock Lee and his team hear about all this and want to do something to make ninja popular again. And Rock Lee's like, I'm going to show you how to be a ninja without using ninjutsus or anything like that. You know how he is. But then when he ends up seeing Naruto and Shikamaru, they're all doing their freaking ninjutsu moves. And I don't know, it's over the Rasengan in the show, but the Rasengan can do anything. He's all... It can hit the ground and it hits everybody, and then it's like, or it can do like tornadoes and stuff. I'm like, when can the Rasengan do this? I don't remember this, but he's just doing excellent moves, and so is Shikamaru, and so the kid's like, yeah, I want to be a ninja too, yay! I'm like, all right then, and the kids are kind of stupid too, but that's besides the point. They didn't really care too much about them apparently, but yeah, so he ends up seeing that, and then he ends up overhearing Guy, and Guy's like, yes, we do need ninjutsu. And so that made Rock Lee like, what the heck, I guess he didn't really care about me, and he just gave up on me, I guess. He's like, I need to learn how to do ninjutsu, and then so he ends up getting Shikamaru and Naruto to help him learn some ninjutsu. So you end up seeing some dumb stuff again, kind of like from like the other episodes we've seen. He ends up getting the Negi turtle, he gets Negi turtle to come out, the summoning jutsu, doing his dumb jutsus, and then he ends up discovering and developing one new jutsu, and it's a very deadly one, Actually, Naruto actually used this without you, but he didn't do it in a Rasengan form. Yeah. When he fought against Kiba, the fart jutsu. Yeah, no. He ends up, Rock Lee ends up farting. He ends up making that crap Rasengan. He turns it into a Rasengan form, and then bam, a freaking fart Rasengan happens and knocks everybody out. And like, it's a very official jutsu. I'm like, oh, well, okay, apparently it is. I'm just like, what the heck? It was just stupid. It was stupid. It works though. It's stupid, but it works. And so then he's like, yes, now I got ninjutsus. Now I can be like the rest of y'all, and I can show you guys. And so then he ends up going to the kids, and he's like, summon Negi Turtle, and then the Negi Turtle comes, kind of like Ninja Turtles and Negi Turtles. You're not getting the joke, but yeah. So after he does that, he ends up doing the fart Rasengan, and then the kids like, yeah, like they like the fart or something. He's like, yeah, I want to be a ninja too. And then like the kids, they look like some just white drawn out characters. There's like nothing to them. I'm like, they really don't give. They didn't really care about these kids right here. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna get ninja, and like all this. I was like, what? But Guy ends up seeing this, and he's like, what are you doing? So he ends up slapping Rock Lee in the face, and he's like, what is your motto? To become a ninja without ninjutsu, to be a strong ninja without ninjutsu. And he's like, yes, and I'm gonna be the teacher that teaches you how to fight and then develop, basically. He's like, and then that kind of made all Rock Lee like, oh, we got sensei, and he's like, it's okay, you don't need to say anymore. And he starts doing the spin around crap. I don't know what the heck it's all about. And so then after that happens, some rogue ninjas come. They actually look familiar. Some of the rogue ninjas in there, and they're like, yeah, we came here to wreck up the place. And so then they all fighting and everything like that. Rock Lee and Guy ends up doing that same spin move that they're doing. They're like just being like lovey-dovey hug stuff. I don't know what the heck they're doing exactly, but they're spinning around, and he ends up knocking all the ninjas away, and they did it. And the thing is, what Guy actually said, because like I said, Rock Lee overheard Guy. Guy actually said, oh, we're gonna have this this little girl group, this ninjutsu girl group, basically, where there's gonna be like kind of performance of a bunch of girls. But yeah, it's not really necessarily a bunch of girls. Like everybody's gonna dress up in like AKB outfits. If you watch AKB, that's what the suits look like. And I was like, what the heck? And so at the end of this part of this episode here, all the ninjas were there, and they all dressed up like that, and nobody came. Nobody watched them perform whatever they're about to do. And so Guy's plan kind of like made ninja not so popular, kind of declined, because it kind of messed it up. But that was pretty funny. So yeah, looking forward to some more. So but here comes part 2. So yeah, okay, part 2 of this episode. Funny, great episode altogether. So yeah, this last part right here is just it was stupid. All this stuff is stupid. But what am I saying? But basically, Guy, he didn't eat anything before he went out, and he ends up passing out off of heat exhaustion. So he has to go to the hospital, and so he's in the hospital, and he's not trying to eat nothing, and he wants to eat curry. That's the main thing he wants to eat. and he ended up having his last wish, basically, what you want to call this, because the reason I call this last wish because Rock Lee ends up overhearing that you have to cut him off. They have to cut him. You have to cut it off. There's not much time left, is what they're saying, because Guy was not feeling good, and he's been in there for like 3 days in the hospital after all this time, and he's not getting any better. So it's just like, what the heck? But he's not eating anything. Is one of the problems. He's not eating nothing because he wants just curry, and so his last request is like, I want some curry. Bring some curry without letting these people know that you're giving it to me. So yeah, and that made Rock Lee like, I gotta do this. I gotta make sure he eats his curry. This is his last wish. It's his last thing he wants. I'll give it to him. I'll do anything for him, basically, because you don't know if he's gonna die or not. So he's trying to just give his last request. And so then they try to do this whole thing, trying to get this curry into the room, and it just wasn't working out. Try to walk up in there kind of casually. That didn't work. Just all these freaking gags. One of the gags is just real stupid. Freaking they end up becoming like detective people, like they're from the police. And like, here's my bag. He's in this case right now. I need some information off him. And Tsune's like, okay. Then they going in there, and Nenki is the hard detective. He's like, what do you do at that time of the day? Answer me and stuff. And then Rock Lee ends up coming, and Rock Lee's like, hey, calm down. And he's all sounding different too. He's like, I had kids. I had like a 20-year-old kid myself. They always rowdy and everything like that. But at the end of the day, they get a nice hearty meal in them, and they're just good. And then he asks Tsune, he's like, hey, can you turn away for a sec? And then he ends up bringing out this bowl of some other food, and it's not curry. And so they fail. He's like, oh crap. He's like, I'm sorry, I got so much in the mood. Curry just didn't fit into this little gag we did. And so they're like, okay, we're just bone rushing, because that's what they did. They ended up just running in there and started just attacking them, freaking Tintin using their freaking kunai stuff. And Rock Lee's throwing a bunch of curry at everybody and crap like that. So everyone's all covered in curry, and they got through. And he's like, yeah, here's a curry. And he's about to give it to Guy, since like, yes, here's a curry. The guy all played it out and everything. It wasn't Guy. Guy wasn't in there. It was some old dude. And he's like, who are you? I'm like, oh. And so then he thought Guy, and he just disappeared. He's like, no. But apparently he got discharged, so he's all okay now. After that food that he left that was not curry, he actually ate that food, and that made him all better. I was gonna say, all he needed to do was eat something. He didn't eat anything until he ate that food that Rock Lee brought, whatever that was. And so he ends up getting all better, and then he ends up like, he wants more food. He wants curry. And so he gets back up and he goes go get some curry. And it's just like, what the heck, So they did all that for nothing. And so then like I said, everything got explained. Basically, when they said they gotta cut it off because Tsunade ends up coming, she's like, let me explain something because you keep overhearing things. Basically, what was going on is that we're gonna cut off his hair, and because he had the heat exhaustion, because he can't be wearing a hat. It's too hot out, So you need to cut his hair off, and it might be too late for him though. That's what it was. It was stupid. I'm like, what? And so then she's like, but you guys want to be in hospital? Because after what you just did to her and everyone else, you just beat the crap out of them. So now they're all in hospitals. They're all in the hospital, and they're all hurt and everything. They got all these bandages on them. Freaking Tintin, because her hair, she looked like a bear. I don't know, it was funny. And freaking Guy's just eating all his food right in front of him, and so he's like, I'm so good and stuff, and they're all looking mad and crap. So yeah, like I said, this was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this. So what are you guys' thoughts on this episode of Rock Lee Springtime of Youth? Leave your comments below and tell me what you think. If you like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Naruto SD Rock Lee Springtime of Youth. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.